Hi Aquarius, thank you for joining me for this video. This is your reading for the month of January, and for all the January Aquarian birthdays, happy birthday for later in the month of January. Okay, let's have a look and see what messages wish to come through. And while I'm shuffling, I'll just ask you to share, comment and like the video, as this helps the algorithms so that more people actually get to see the video. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I really would appreciate you hitting subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it does help me. It helps my channel to grow, and it helps others actually get to see the channel. And remember to hit the notification bell so you are made aware of the upcoming videos. Okay, can we please have the message to come through for Aquarius for January, please? Okay, I'll take that one. Alright, can we please have another message come through? What wishes to come through? Okay, we had those jump out, so we'll take those two. And can we please have a message come through for Aquarius for January, please? What message wishes to come through? What is the message that they need to hear, understand, pay attention to? What is the message, please, that needs to come through for Aquarius for January? Can we please have the message come through, please? Alright, so that one fell out. Alright, let's have a look and see what the messages are that come through for you. So we have mental health, and the goddess there is Vivi, and she is a sun goddess. We have bridge, and we've got bridge quartz there, and growth with quartz stalactite. And we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence and rare gifts. Alright, so January for you Aquarians. It looks like you may need to look after your mental health. There may be some things that you have been struggling with, and this card coming out at this time is saying that it's time for you to pay attention to things which could cause you to have anguish or anxiety, and which could really upset your mental health. It could also indicate that maybe someone in your inner circle, whether that be a colleague or a member of your family, a friend, may show some symptoms of perhaps being suffering with mental health problems. So be aware this month that you need to look after yourself, and if you are okay, just pay a little bit more attention to those around you, just in case you can see someone who may be suffering a little bit. It may not be, you know, a full-on mental health breakdown, but just where someone is struggling mentally, maybe they're going through a difficult time, and this could be for you as well. You know, different situations can pop up that, you know, can cause you to feel distressed, and this is just saying to you, just look after your mental health. Make sure that you have downtime. Make sure that you have self-care. And self-care can be in many forms. It can be as simple as taking a salt bath, a massage, going for a walk along the beach, going for a walk in nature. All that helps with your mental health because it helps give you clarity. it helps ground you, and when you are looking after yourself, you can then find it a lot easier to deal with any problems that may arise. Okay, with this bridge card, this is asking you to find a different way. It's a bridge to something better. So, you know, tying in with the mental health, having that bridge to better understanding of what you're going through, to give you clarity of situations that you're finding yourselves in. It's a way of overcoming situations. It's like a bridge to life. And with the growth, this is saying to you that we have to go through certain things to help us grow as individuals, and for our soul's growth as well. And we need to perhaps search out for new things, new way of doing things, new ways of overcoming stress or upset that can be detrimental to our mental health. We have to find ways where we can approach things differently. And with the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, and rare gifts, this is asking you to connect back into that inner child, to find that innocence, to find that joy, to find that fun, to find ways of looking after yourself. You have to show love to yourself, show love to your inner child. Maybe there is something coming up for you that you need to reparent your inner child. Maybe this is what may be causing you distress here, is some old memories that may have come up. This is asking you to find a way to let go of maybe stuff from your childhood that is not serving you. Alright, let's go to the book or books and we'll read what do these cards messages have for you. So Bivi is the solar goddess. It says place emphasis on your own mental health. Establishing boundaries is part of protecting your mental and physical health. Things may not be as you think. Take your time to observe the situation. Seek balance. And it's got a little saying that says, I am safe and loved and will return to balance. So it says the Semi are the indigenous people of the far northern regions of Sapmi, which stretches across Norway. And I apologise if I'm butchering these names. So Sapmi, which stretches across Norway, Finland, Sweden and Russia. This area is an extreme environment as most of the land geographically lies within the Arctic Circle. Instead of having 4 seasons, the Semi break the year into 8, with some reflecting the long perpetual sunlight or long perpetual nights. The glorious beating heart of Semi culture is the beautiful reindeer, and their traditional way of life is nomadic, ensuring that the herd have grazing and food when they need it. The reindeers provide meat, skin for clothing and shelter, materials to make ropes and drums, and are still in modern times a source of income. The mythos of the Sapmi people vary, but there are some deities and stories that are common to most. Solar goddesses are the key to their survival, with Bivi, a spring goddess who grants fertility to the land and for the plants to grow, for the reindeer to eat, known to all. Bivi is the goddess of the sun, spring, plants, prosperity, and most interestingly, perhaps we could call her a goddess of good mental health. The Semi, of course, have part of the year where the sun doesn't rise, or there are days that never get light beyond what we would experience as dusk. This long dark time was seen as a trigger for certain mental health conditions, including low mood and depression, what modern psychology more recently recognised as seasonal affective disorder, or SAD. The Semis have been recognising the serious effects of for millennia. At the time of the winter solstice, butter was rubbed on doorways to signify the return of the sun. As the golden butter warmed, it was seen as a sacrifice to Bivi, who would gain strength from the rich food and continue her journey higher and higher as the sun. Okay, and now let's have a look and see what message Bridge is bringing through for you. So Bridges, manifestation and breakthrough. So Bridge quartz is the name given to the formation of a small crystal that is part inside and part outside another crystal, acting like a bridge between the inside and the outside. The double terminated quartz crystal in the centre of this grid, this one, has a small double terminated quartz crystal in the lower part, perfectly placed within the main crystal and with just its termination showing outside. Metaphorically, this card can be asking you to use the energy of a bridge crystal to help you communicate clearer with spirit. Many years ago, I was shown, the author of the book, was shown by spirit that double terminated quartz is especially good for two-way communication. This makes sense as quartz amplifies the energies around it. You can use double terminated quartz if you don't have a bridge crystal, or just plain quartz will do. With its help you can do channeling work, writing, speaking, art, and so on. Bridges are used to go from one place to another when there is a hurdle in the way. Sometimes you need to look for the bridge or the easier way of crossing a creek, and sometimes you need to build a bridge to get over things. Whatever shape or form the bridge comes in, know that it is you who has to walk over it or build it. Bridge quartz has similar energies to scepter quartz. Because the crystal penetrates the other, it can help you get to the root of an issue by really looking deep within. Also, you're working with the energies of two crystals in synchronicity that create a unified field. What can you learn from this? When you work with other people for the same cause, you become a stronger force than just you alone, and you can become a bridge for spirit to communicate through you. So because there are so many meanings to this card, the suggestion is meditating with bridge quartz and or amethyst to help you connect with your guides to gain clarity or answers to your questions. You might need to find an easier way of doing things, get past something, or overcome a hurdle. Either way, elevating your consciousness and tapping into the resources of your guides may provide an easier way for you. And you can also call on your guides to help you if you are struggling with any issues, with any stress, with any anxiety. So know that by also meditating, you can help overcome those issues. Alright, so let's have a look now at growth. So we have growth, wisdom, and communication. Quartz stalactites form over a very long time as water under certain pH conditions in a cave drip and leave mineral deposits hanging from the roof, a stalactite, and drip to the ground below to create a stalagmite. The formation becomes a collection of many little terminations that are stuck to a main shaft or crystal of quartz that point in every direction. A quartz stalactite is a beautiful symbol of growth, represented by the many drops of wisdom that have been accumulated over the years. It is a symbol that indicates you are growing from your circumstances, or there is something you need to understand so you can grow from it. You do not wake up wise. You accumulate knowledge from all of the many situations you find yourself in throughout your life. This accumulation of knowledge makes you stronger as you grow, so you must thank every situation that is presented to you, even if you can't see the reason at the time. If you remember that things don't happen to you, that they happen for you, you can take a step back from a situation and know there is a lesson in there from which you can grow. As a collective on this planet, we are all learning the same lessons on different time scales, but sometimes we have lessons or shifts as a group collective. When you are faced with issues, you use collective knowledge to make your decisions on how to move forward. But sometimes if the knowledge is not there, or there is too much conflicting information to make a decision, you need to trust your intuition. Only then can you move forward through uncertainty. The day may never come when you have all the answers, or they may come way too late. So instead, ask yourself how you can grow from your current situation. So if you find yourself in a situation you don't understand, ask yourself what you can learn from it and how you can grow. Write down all the ways in which you can see the positives from the situation. If someone you knew was going through the same situation, what advice would you give them by looking in from the outside? This may help you see things in a different light. So, understanding that whatever you're going through, even maybe issues here, that this is all part of growth for you, that you can overcome whatever comes your way. Okay, so now let's look at the golden children and let's see what the message is here. So golden children, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. With this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. You may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning. To treat yourself or the new beginning with sweet, tender love, which goes back to looking after yourself, your own mental health, making sure that you are nurturing yourself, that you are looking after yourself and doing whatever you need to help yourself, to help your mental health. To nurture and nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. So how can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? Okay, Aquarius, they were the messages that came through for you. I hope there was something in there that resonated for you. I do appreciate you taking the time to listen, and until next time, thank you.